Hello guys, today we're going to talk about vinyl records, and I said I was going to make a video, and I'm going to do that right now. What we're going to talk about today is the care of vinyl records. What can you do to take care of your records? Well, for me, pretty much I pretty much just clean them every few plays. Now you could buy a simple vinyl record cleaning brush, which is right here, and I use this quite a bit often. I can't even get it out of the plastic thing there. But you can use one of these, and also you can use your cleaning fluid that it comes with. And also you're going to need a turntable as well. So yeah, very awesome. Also, when you get your vinyl records, you don't want to make sure that you don't want to have a split jacket. What I did here was I taped up this jacket with a vinyl electrical tape, and yeah, so far it's holding really well. But this is a record that the Beatles couldn't release on CD in the US, which is very hard to find. This is the Beatles again, which is called Hey Jude, and it is a good album, let me tell you. And I had to fix the jacket because it was falling apart, and the record's starting to come out of it. Alright, also too, when you get your new record, or when you get a record used, you want to make sure that it doesn't have any deep scratches. I mean, hairline scratches are alright, and that usually isn't a bad thing. When you get a record, it's not going to be, should I say, 100% in good condition, but just keep note that inspect your record, because you never know. Alright, as we look at side 2 on this record, you see there's a good indication that there is a kind of a hairline scratch. It's not really deep. It is pretty much just a hairline. Let's see here. There really isn't much to look at except for a little bit of wear on this vinyl. So inspect it, look it over, and make sure that your vinyl records are in good condition. Alright, so some newer records will have a few scuffs on them, as we can kind of tell. I'm going to turn on the light here. So as you can tell, there are some scuffs on this Tenacious D record. That's pretty much okay as well. I mean, you get like deep scratches in your record, it is going to affect the sound greatly, but it doesn't affect the sound for this LP. So anyways, moving on to the next thing I want to address. If you have a turntable with a counterweight, make sure your counterbalance is in the right position. My counterweight moved a little bit, so I got to adjust it back a little bit. Make sure it's in between 3 and 3.5 grams. If you have a cartridge much like this cartridge right here, make sure it is adjusted in between 3 and 3.5. You go any higher than that, you're going to get a lot of wear on your records and a lot of distortion. So you want to make sure you have it balanced correctly. Also too, if your turntable has an anti-skate, you can adjust the anti-skate. Mine does not, so it only uses the force of the tone arm to stay on the record. Many reasons why this turntable does not have a anti-skate is pretty much Stanton had to cut the costs on their turntables for this series. But it's still a pretty good turntable. I still get pretty good sound quality out of my records, and it doesn't sound all that bad. At least it ain't a piece of crap turntable by any means. Also too, always have an extra stylus when your main stylus starts to wear down. I have mine right here. This is the old stylus, or it could be the new stylus, I don't know, but this one is red, so this one has to be the new stylus. These older styluses, for whatever reason, they have a lot of sibilance, so you make sure you replace those every so often as well. Also too, make sure your turntable is perfectly balanced. Check these feet. If the feet are height adjustable, heighten them up. These feet are not height adjustable. They're just fixed feet, so they're not height adjustable. So make sure that if you have a Technics SL1200 or something like that, make sure it's height adjustable. Also too, make sure you have a pop-up light on your turntable. Most turntables these days do not have that. I kind of like my pop-up light. It kind of gives me, should I say, it kind of gives me a little bit of a sense of security when I drop the needle in low light. So you kind of want to make sure that that is a good thing as well. Also too, make sure that your tone arm is level with the record. I'm going to put the needle down right now, and I'm going to notice that, yeah, it's pretty level with the platter and the record. So there is no way that is going to be there is no way that that's gonna have any error for tracking. So you want to also too is right after you get done playing your records, I don't care how careful you are, lock your tone arm if your tone arm has that arm lock. Very often, if you leave it open and by chance you bump it, which I'm not going to do, you could ruin your needle, and it could cost you for a replacement. And replacement needles cost money, and sometimes people don't have that. Alright, with the care of records, you want to make sure that your records are running at proper speed. If they're not, make sure, check, especially with turntables that have stroboscopes. Check and make sure that your records are running at the right speed. Over here is a pitch control. You can move it. You can move it down, which I think is +10. You can move it up, which is dead center, which is, you hear that click? Listen again. You hear that click? That is your quartz lock. Even though this turntable does not have quartz lock advertised on it, you still have a quartz lock. You can move the pitch down, and that's how that is. You can kind of see the dots. I'll turn off this light, but you can see the dots move in a certain direction. Move it back. It's quartz lock now, so it's the dots are stationary. So we can turn out the lights. I want to show you exactly what these dots look like. Hang on just 1 second. I'm going to the next clip. Alright, so we're going to turn off these lights, and there is the dots. Okay, so you can see them go that way. Oh shit. You can see them go that way. And then you can see them go this way. Alright, so there we go. Alright. So that's how that is. And when you stop it, dots are stationary. Alright, so there we go with that. Okay, so anyways, I think that's going to be it on this video. Peace out, guys. Practice and enjoy. Drop a comment below if you like this video. And don't forget to click that bell to notify you when new uploads are pretty much going to be uploaded. Anyways, that is it for this video. Peace out and practice and enjoy.